Barrier? So, Count Barrier. You've probably heard this man's name at some point before, since he's connected to a lot of characters. This probably won't be a very long video, as he's still an IDV NPC, and making one video on a single NPC in this game is really difficult, since there's not a lot to work with usually. But either way, I'd like to give a quick summary on this character and its importance to the plot, and why I think everybody, even remotely interested in IDV's story, should keep a close eye on the cheerleader Lily. Count Barrier is, in short, a nobleman of some kind who's bought plenty of land, all of which seems to be for his own benefit in some way. One of the largest and most important plots of land you're probably most familiar with is Moonlit River, where he built the infamous Moonlit River Park. At one point, he signed a contract with the traveling circus hall Blue, allowing them to perform at the park. The park was a great success and brought in many visitors, and one day Count Barrier decided to host a grand event where the park would close its doors at midnight, keeping everyone inside as an, I quote, temporary freedom from the uninteresting long night of curfew. Though, with all things in this game, this didn't turn out well, and the infamous Moonlit River Park massacre happened, and nobody inside was able to escape since all the exits were closed off for the night. This was, of course, the infamous massacre carried out by Joker. Moonlit River isn't the only map location that Count Barry has been directly connected to. He also bought a large portion of a barren mountain. Eventually, gold was discovered in the area, so he asked for a mine shaft to be built, which you know as Golden Cave. And from there, you should know the story, with Norton being attracted to Golden Cave by Aaron Chisel Benny's list of gold locations, which resulted in him getting greedy and blowing up the mine, causing him to be the only survivor out of his whole mining crew. Despite Golden Cave turning into nothing but a rubble, it's said that Count Barrier still got what he wanted, which is really suspicious. Count Barrier isn't just connected to maps. As said at the start, he's connected to multiple characters too. He's mentioned in Edgar's second deduction, writing the Walden family a letter full of flattery and praise. He was also mentioned by Mikhail in Percy's 2022 letter, mentioning that he attempted to recommend Percy to the Royal Society, though the Royal Society denied him. So, what does this mean for us? Well, Count Barrier isn't just connected to specific characters or maps. God, this man is everywhere, isn't he? He was also featured in the original Ashes of Memory trailer on a paper going over the golden pocket watch Alice has. His name was also featured with someone named Dennis de Saulniers, who is a whole nother topic, but I digress. This, paired with the fact that he's connected to so many maps and characters, makes me believe he's connected to the manor in some way. I mean, is this really that surprising considering how he seems to be literally everywhere? And that's all we really know as of now. It feels very limited, but he's bound to be important to the main overarching plot in some way. I guess there's only one way to find out now that Lily Barrier is on the way. We'll just have to wait and see. I hope that this was helpful in some way. It's not much, but it's somewhere to start if you want a rundown on who Count and Lily Barrier are and why people might be freaking out about Lily's last name. It's a really big deal to lore enthusiasts like me. That's enough for me though. Hopefully I'll see you again in the future, and I hope you enjoy Lily Barrier and her release.